guys, so prep this meal with me. I am dehydrating some mushrooms for my salad. I always set it at 150 degrees Fahrenheit for about 3 hours because I don't like them to get too crispy. But this is going to take a minute, so let's make a quick drink. I had no idea that my drink was half frozen, but I'm still adding it to ice because it's hot outside and I can do that. But let's get into prepping this kale and our toppings. So I decided to soak my onions in vinegar, chop up my tomatoes, and make my homemade dressing. I will include the recipe for my dressing in the description if you would like to know. Now that my mushrooms are done, I am ready to start prepping because I'll be running around today and will need something to eat. Oh my God, they had my seeded grapes. Over the past 2 weeks, I haven't had any problems finding seeded grapes or watermelon. But let's check out these bomb oyster mushrooms. Look at them. Beaufort Farmers Market never disappoints. The mushrooms are always on point. I just wish they had lion's mane mushrooms as well. But anyway, this will do because I love my mushrooms. They got the burro bananas. I first heard about them when listening to Dr. Sabi years ago, so you know I had to swoop them up. But anyway, I got myself a seeded watermelon before heading out the door. So I am trying to do better with my outdoor activities, so I am prepping my juice and packing my lunch because I'm heading out to soak up the sun. So I wanted to come to the park and chill out and soak up this vitamin D because I need it. I feel like I'm always in the house, and even when I'm not in the house, I'm in somewhere like Starbucks, somewhere working, and I just want to be out in nature more, and that's what I'm doing. And even though it is extremely hot out here, I do have my blood orange juice, which I freaking love. You guys know I love blood oranges. And I also have this cute Tic Tac water bottle. I spoke on it in one of my other videos, but I freaking love this. It keeps my water cold for hours. I had it in the car one day overnight, and when I tell you my water was still cold, it was. Like, I love this water bottle, and it was a steal at Aldi. Yes, Aldi grocery store. It was a steal, and I love it. Sometimes I go to Aldi just to see what items they have. It's not even for grocery. Like, when I tell you, I mean that. I know the last giveaway was something that I got from Aldi, which is my little carrier bag that I use to like travel with my food or whatever. So I want to do something a little different when I hit 25,000 subscribers. I want to either give away the Nama J2 or the Vitamix A3500. So, and that's the same one I have. So let me know your thoughts on which one you would prefer, because I am definitely doing a poll on it, and I want to see, like, do you guys want the Vitamix or do you want the freaking Nama J2? Let me know which one you want, because I just want to give away something bigger. I know both items are very expensive, and I want to be able to give back to you guys because you've done so much for me on this journey. You have encouraged me. You have said nothing but positive things, although, you know, I get a little bit, you know, of comments that are like out of this world. But anyway, for the most part, I mean, all positivity, and I just love it. And I don't want you guys to, you know, feel like you're pouring into me. I want to pour into you as well. And so yeah, I want to either give you the Nama J2 or the Vitamix, and like I said, this will be the giveaway for when I hit 25,000 subscribers. So keep that in mind, because I will be speaking on this again the closer I get. And yeah, that's what I want to do. And it depends, because I may do 2 giveaways, one for the Nama J2 and one for the Vitamix. It depends. It really depends now. But it may be both. It depends on how I feel, where I'm at that time. And yeah, but definitely one or the other. So I will do a poll on that to see what you guys want. And also you can drop a comment. I will be looking at comments as well, and we can kind of go from there. Anyway, I just want to give you one important tip on how to sustain this lifestyle. And this tip I have never mentioned before, and if I have, I know I didn't put emphasis on it because I do not recall, but it is very important to prep. For those who like to wing it, this may be extremely difficult for you, because I know some people like to kind of go about their day and kind of, you know, figure things out as they go. This is not that type of lifestyle. When I tell you this is not fast food type of lifestyle, this is not something where, oh, I want Zaxby's today. Oh, never mind, I want Waffle House. It's not that type of ordeal, okay? It's really something where you have to sit down and think about what you want that day, and if it's something that you need to prep, like maybe make your dressing. Of course, you want to put it in the blender or soak your nuts overnight. It's a lot of different things that come into play when it comes to different recipes. It's not something where, oh, I want, you know, cashew dressing today, and you just pull out the cashews. No, you need to soak them first, which takes a while. Also, when it comes to your dehydrator, so you want to make sure that you dehydrate your fruit or vegetable. It depends on what you're dehydrating. Sometimes it takes hours. Sometimes it takes about 2 or 3 hours. When it comes to my mushrooms, it only takes me about, I would say, about 3 hours to dehydrate my mushroom. I don't want them crispy to the point where they turn into powder. I want them to be like meaty kind of. So like, you know, crispy on the outside, but still very kind of soft in the inside a little bit. I like that jerky kind of texture. It all depends, but you have to prep, because if you don't, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're trying to figure out like, oh my God, what am I gonna eat? I don't have a taste for this. I don't have a taste for that. Everything I want, I have to wait for hours for it to become ready, and you don't want to do that. So my tip would be, you have to prep. You have to build some type of structure in your lifestyle, in your daily schedule. It's really something where it changes your entire life. I'm not gonna lie. It's so many times where, you know, I will wake up in the morning and I don't feel like doing anything that day. Like, I just don't want to prep. I don't want to make anything. I don't even want to make a smoothie because I feel like, you know, it's too much effort. And the crazy part is, you know, like growing up, my mom did not allow me in the kitchen. Like my sister was, she was teaching my sister how to cook and everything like that. But she just wanted me to focus on like my education. So it's a lot of like food that I don't know how to cook. You know, even prior to going vegan, I do not know how to cook things like, you know, stewed chicken or like turkey wings or like oxtails, you know, things like that. I don't know how to cook. Like whenever I would eat those things in the past, I would be at somebody's restaurant or at a family member's house. Like, it's not something that's in my house. I do not know how to cook like that. You know what I mean? The only thing that I was like really good at is making steaks, but that was about it. I was not in the kitchen all the time. So it's just like a situation where now that I'm raw, I have to be in the kitchen. That was a little bit uncomfortable for me because I don't like being in the kitchen, like to sum it up. And that was something that was, you know, a little bit tough as far as like transitioning, because, you know, sometimes I just want something quick. Sometimes I want to go to a family member house, or I want to go through drive-through and just get something. And even with being raw, I mean, luckily I live in a city where we do have raw vegan restaurants or even raw vegan options at restaurants, and I do get those items, but you can't do that forever. Like, I'm not gonna eat out forever, and sometimes you don't even know if they are organic or if they're not, but sometimes you just have to trust them, and I don't like doing that. Like, every now and again I go out, but not often. So I would say just focus on your daily schedule. Like, it doesn't matter what that routine is, you have to get comfortable with a routine first before you decide to transition. Because when I say this lifestyle is very disruptive, it's very disruptive in a good way, but it's disruptive. So I just want to let you guys know, like, you could do it, you could really do it. Just get in the habit of sticking to a routine, a daily routine. Once you feel comfortable with whatever that is, then it kind of gives you an indication if this is something you could sustain, especially if you're used to going out to eat all the time, or if you're used to just winging it, because this is not a winging it type of lifestyle. Like, you really have to commit, okay? But that's all I wanted to say, and I'm about to head home and wrap this video up, but I do want to let you guys know that I am coming back with the oyster mushrooms video, okay? Because I want to show you guys how I am going to make them. Listen, I already have it in my head what I want to do. First, I want to like soak them in some like seasoning, and then I want to put them in my dehydrator and take them out. And ooh, baby, I'm just excited. I have all of these ideas in my head and it's happening. So I want to test it first before I get on camera and show you guys. I'm going to test it maybe today. I'm going to test some today, and then I will be getting on camera once I get the recipe down pat, and I will show you. So I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye.